Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay,
And this is Desmonds Donders.
Hello and welcome to this weekend's Desmonds Donders. It's been a rather hot Friday, which is good, don't get me wrong. And I've come out in the cool of the evening. I say cool, it's still 19 degrees. And we're at a lovely little spot. A little bit of road noise that you hear, but the backup for this has road noise, plus we've been there. And if you like a secondary backup, last time we were there was muddy, and a third one got lots of backups again, and we're not sure whether we can use it or not at the moment. Anyway, that's by the by. We're here at the Craigellachie Bridge, which I'll show you in a minute, and I'll show you around. And I have a tale to tell which amused me this afternoon. I doubt very much whether it amused the large forklift, you know, the huge great big ones which are all diesel engine and yellow paint, the tractor towing a trailer full of hay bales, the bus and the tree lorry, and all the cars following. But I thought it was funny. Pointed towards the sun, but down the track. Down there is a fisherman's hut, and the river is following the trees, and those trees that were behind me a minute ago. Here we go around. Tractor's working on that field at the moment, so I might have to shut up in a minute. Already flown the drone, and that area up there, I'll put an arrow on to point where the tail is taking part, or took part. This is the car park. Not a lot of room here. And there, the turrets on the Craigellachie Bridge. I was chatting to a local about the bridge yesterday, and he was telling me about some ceremony that had been held. He was also telling me that the council are not going to fix it. So there's a local community set up who's come along, and they're trying to raise funds for the bridge to be restored and repaired. He's hoping we can get that done. Let's go and I'll talk to you about the tale. Or tell you a tale. Or something like that. Sammy, JP, you've created a monster. Well, here we are, looking at the junction, which helped cause all the problems earlier on. And what do I mean by that? Well, as I said, there was a industrial forklift, a huge great thing, parked up, seemed like it was parked up as it drove up that hill. It's only a slight slope, but believe me, even Desmond can struggle and require a drop in gear. And behind it was a tree lorry, and in front of the tree lorry, was a bus, and in front of that a tractor with hay bales on a trailer, and it was right behind the right behind the industrial forklift. I'm just going to turn because I missed the junction. That's where the junction is. Really, it's just something for you to look at rather than me. But there we were, or rather there I was, and I was watching the train of vehicles and other cars, etc. And then, as that forklift approached the junction, out of the junction appeared a car towing a caravan. Did he stop? No, he could go faster than that forklift. Pulled out in front of him, caused the forklift to brake, caused the tractor to brake, the bus to brake, the tree lorry to brake, and the line of cars behind all of them to brake. I'm suggesting that car and caravan combination driver's ears were burning. If not from the vehicles that were now behind him, certainly from his passengers. Just a little bit that made me laugh. I sat in the lovely weather today. For the rest, we'll no doubt take you down to the river. Lindsay will probably do a couple of walks again. And I'm going to try and fly again so I can show the difference a day makes to the field we park beside. Craigellachie Bridge is a cast iron arch bridge across the River Spey at Craigellachie, near to the village of Aberlour in Moray, Scotland. It was designed by the renowned civil engineer Thomas Telford and built from 1812 to 1814. It is a Category A listed structure. The bridge has a single span of approximately 46 metres and was revolutionary for its time in that it used an extremely slender arch, which was not possible using traditional masonry construction. The ironwork was cast at the Plas Kynaston iron foundry in Denbighshire by William Hazledine, who cast a number of Telford's bridges. The ironwork was transported from the foundry through the Ellesmere Canal and Pontcysyllte Aqueduct, then by sea to Speymouth, where it was loaded into wagons and taken to the site. Testing in the 1960s revealed that the cast iron had unusually high tensile strength. This was probably specified by Telford because, unlike in traditional masonry arch bridges, some sections of the arch are not into compression under loading. At each end of the structure there are two 15-metre high masonry mock medieval towers, featuring arrow slits and miniature crenellated battlements. The bridge was in regular use until 1963, when it was closed for a major refurbishment. A plaque records the completion of this work in 1964. The side railings and spandrel members were replaced with new ironwork fabricated to match the original. A 14-ton restriction was placed on the bridge at this point. This, along with the fact that the road to the north of the bridge takes a sharp right-angle turn to avoid a rock face, made it unsuitable for modern vehicles. Despite this, it carried foot and vehicle traffic across the River Spey until 1972, when its function was replaced by a reinforced concrete bridge which opened in 1970 and carries the A941 road today. Telford's bridge remains in good condition and is still open to pedestrians and cyclists. The bridge has been given Category A listed status by Historic Scotland and has been designated a Civil Engineering Landmark by the Institution of Civil Engineers and the American Society of Civil Engineers. In 1994, it hosted a parade upon the amalgamation of the Gordon Highlanders and the Queen's Own Highlanders, Seaforth and Camerons, to form the Highlanders. A plaque has been fitted to the bridge parapet to commemorate this event, and indeed a few days before we were there, the 30th anniversary commemoration took place at the bridge. As I've said earlier, there are issues with the bridge which means it needs restoration. This work will not be carried out by the council but by volunteers, so please keep a lookout when they come round looking for money to do the work. It would be such a shame to lose this example of a fantastic bridge. Craigellachie, and in particular Craigellachie Bridge. Just a quick walk and a quick look as the sun sets. I'm going to go down by and see the river. And the bridge. This is just a few feet from where we're parked. And gives us a great and different view of the bridge. Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.